Tin, 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 tin. Wow, this is Dio Cetro and Joke Cetro. Welcoming you live to today's live stream. It promises to be very interesting one. Don't mind our face. We've been over stressed today. We've not we've not even slept since we got back from one meeting to the other. Today has been seriously hectic. We just want to say thank you so very much for tuning in to our channel today. So can you please introduce yourself, my most beautiful, outstanding pepperoni sugarlicious
You're
babe?
welcome today. It's a pleasure having you around on this live stream. We really appreciate everyone. And we want to say thank you to all that has been joining, that has been helping us achieve great things in the lives of these African youth. Something happened to Ross somehow, someone close to us today. I would just say that the greatest thing on earth is just for you to help others and do all God has sent you to do while you have the time. So if you're there and you've been part of those that have been helping these African youths one way or the other, want to say God bless you. If you've been part of those that have been helping one person or the other around you in the world, God bless you, and we shall not lose a reward because that's the greatest thing we can do, just to spread the love of God around while we're still living. So we're so grateful.
Actually, what my wife is referring to is that just some few minutes before coming on board, just like 2 3 minutes before coming live, we got a call that one of our youths is a youth and a friend. I remember assisting him to get a job in one of these Nigerian banks when I was in the banking industry. We are told that he just lost the dad. So don't mind our face. We'll try and keep it lively because we have something interesting to share with us today. But it's also a learning point because the father of this particular youth we are talking of is not that old. He's not that old. He should be around 50 something, or I should be around 50 something, or maximum 60,
60 something.
60 something. So it's really painful. But it just like send us the reminder that we should just keep at it. We should, because once this period that we are still alive, we should just
Help.
endeavor to do the best we can do for the present generation and the upcoming generation. And that is why we will quickly go into what we have today. Oh, I cite you, Regmond Music, say grace, peace, and blessing at the Cetros.
Thank you so
Thank you so
very
much,
much.
Regmond Music. We can't wait to host you in Nigeria, West Africa. So, Stacy Pruitt, Stacy Pruitt. We love you so much. You are always on point, always
Yes.
available to see us
Yes,
on this
we
channel. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know what we want to talk about? The last time, should I speak comprehensive English? Oh, we have someone here by the name Dr. Ojo.
We love this your
I love
DP,
this.
sir.
This is your DP is photocopiable. I think I should photocopy it.
So lovely.
I love seeing you this way. Yeah, I think this your DP is better than you holding a gun and shooting at the enemy of the United States. So, Dr. Ojo, you have what's it called? This is our live stream link. We really want to host you because we have something so important to share with you. Jim Barak, we are waiting for you because today is one of the beautiful days that we cannot just toil with. Is so fun-filled day. Let me tell us this. You remember sometime around January, I came on board and I told us that we just need to get a place where we can have these African youths come together and what do we call it? A hub where we can bring in this our beautiful African youth that are already dissatisfied, dejected, going through turbulence moment, and having the possibility of being taken over by some unscrupulous elements, so that we can fine-tune the life of these youths, turn them around, and bring out the best for them so that the world can be at peace. Because peace anywhere is peace everywhere.
Yeah.
You remember that period? Oh, I think we have Dr. Ojo here. So now let's give it over to Dr. Ojo.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Good evening,
So,
everybody.
wow, wow.
It's a pleasure,
It's so
sir.
nice to see you in this your blue and red.
So lovely.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. So we want to bring to everyone's notice that today is really an interesting day. Today we are unveiling what we have been clamoring for. You know, I think it was around January that I reverberated. Oh my God, English is hanging in my teeth. That I re-echoed it that we need a physical place where we can train these youths so that we mentor them not just in skill but in the way they reason, changing their perspective about life, changing the way they behave, because education is actually the transformation of character, not just the ability to calculate figures and add up letters. So in this, with that being said, something happened. We swung into action. And now we want to present to you that today we can say we finally have our foundations up. So we just want to show you the look and feel of the foundation place. We've succeeded in getting a place where we'll be able to train these youth. So just have a look at this and enjoy the moment with us. Madam Faith, we need you. Click on the link and join us live. We want as many that will be able to join us live today because today is a grand. How do they speak that English? Oh, so this is the link. Madam Faith, we are waiting for you to join us live. And as many of our subscribers that would like to join us live, Knockout Patriots, we welcome you. We want you to join us live because we want a lot of people to join us live. So, so actually, what you are seeing here is the venue for our African Youth Development Strategy Center. It's a training center. It's a 3-bedroom apartment that is going to house our photography session. It's going to house the fashion session. It's going to also house the kitchen is going to be taken over by the what do they call them? Catering sections. There is a particular name they call them now. Is it caterers? Yeah, caterers. Those that are learning catering will be there. Then we also have the barbing and hairstyling section, the makeup artistry, and the lights. So you cannot just imagine that. So we welcome on the podium the most romantic Madam Fetoski.
Oh my gosh. I oh, what an intro. Oh gosh. Thanks anyway. Hi Joke, how are you?
Fine.
I love the head tie.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, this is beautiful.
I tell you, madam.
I mean, I could move in there to live there. Wow.
And the fantastic
So
one
we
will run.
running this.
Yes, is also coming. Jim.
The fantastic four zone is going to be coming soon. We are also
Yes.
going to help them to get
Get
a
their
place where
Wow.
we are going to get a place. We are going to assist the Fantastic Four to get a place like this,
Yeah.
where we also help them to manage the business so that their dad can still keep up with his a 9 to 5 job,
Yeah.
so that the children can get the needed daily inflow to take care of their feeding and whatever expenses, the caregivers and the likes. But this is totally for Cetro's Foundation Youth Empowerment Strategy. And I can tell you that by the time we get the whole place set up, we are going to bring in the Fantastic Four. They are going to be part of those that we are going to host first in our Magnificento Esperandos.
Oh, good evening, Dr. Ojo.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
I'm sorry, I got carried away with the building.
Yeah, that's nice. I got carried away too.
Wow.
It's a blessing.
Honestly, it is kitchen I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
So
good job to the Cetros.
It's all of us. So it's to God and to all of us. We really bless God. God really stepped in to help us. As in, looking at the place, the first thing we thank God is that it's a brand new building.
Yeah, you can tell.
It's a new building that has not been used before. So Cetro's Foundation is coming in as the first occupier of that place.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, you guys are laying the foundation.
That's good.
Yeah. So they are busy finishing up with the finishing and the likes of them. They are going to clean up the debris and what have you. So just look at it. It's just an exciting place to be. The neighborhood is great. There is security, especially in our country now in Nigeria. That see the neighborhood.
Okay.
See the neighborhood. So it's a fantastic neighborhood that we are so proud because Jim Barak is saying amazing.
Yeah. Mr. Gege.
So Jim, we are waiting for you to join the live stream because we are so grateful that it's not just word of mouth, it's becoming a reality. And as such, I think I'll be talking about all these end notes very soon. But I just want us to see something here, that everything we have here is in naked position. When I mean naked, it's just like when God created the heavens and the earth, and men and women were in their birthday suits. We've gotten this place now as naked as Adam was. That's how this place is naked. So we need to put some things in place. But mind you, Cetros, the Cetros, we have so many sections that we are bringing out of this place. And let's start from fashion. In terms of fashion, let's start from the overall thing that is needed here. The overall thing that is needed here, this is a 3-bedroom apartment. There's going to be training in the kitchen. because the caterers are going to occupy the kitchen. That's where we'll teach them how to make pastries and the likes, and international cuisines and local cuisines and what have you. So the first thing that we need in each of this room, the sitting room, which happens to be the major room there, we need at least 2 ACs there, 2 air conditioners, 1.5 horsepower, 1.5 horsepower. Yeah, that's what I was told, so that the place can be very cool because we are going to have huge traffic. We are going to have huge traffic in, so we need like 2 ACs. We need like 2 ACs in the parlor. Then each of the rooms we need one AC, just 1 horsepower, 1 horsepower. That's 5. Then the kitchen where there is going to be a lot of cooking and a lot of that, we need another AC there in the kitchen, so that the youth that we are training in catering, they won't be choked up during their training, and they will not be sweating and sweat pouring into what they are going to be preparing there. So to start with, we need like 6 ACs. We need like 6 ACs there. And these are going to be ACs that can be powered by Gen, the inverter AC, so that they don't get to use too much of current, because here in Nigeria, they are just increasing the price of fuel as if is what makes you to get into the kingdom of heaven. So then in the same kitchen, we need, why I'm saying this is that we might not really need, the kind of support we might need is just somebody to take care of, oh, I'm getting you this, I'm getting you that, I'm getting you this, I'm getting you that, the foundation. We need what we call, we need a cooker, gas cooker with oven. We need gas cooker, we need oven in the kitchen, so that while the people are working on what's it called, if they are training them on how to bake, make some good food and the likes, we can have something sizable that can contain numerous dishes at the same time. The youth can be properly trained and mentored. I think that is okay. Now, you don't need to, anybody that is supporting the Cetros Foundation do not need to look for big thing. Whatever little thing that you can use to support us, even if it is decent plates, fanciful plates, we are happy, no matter how small it is, even if it is 1 cent that you can use to buy those things and send to us, or you just send to us and say, okay, use this one for plates, cutleries and the likes of them. Point of correction, I don't know how to use cutleries. I use my hand to wrap my eba. So cutleries, tray, some nice stuff that is needed in a proper kitchen, so that our youth can be taught how to really set their tables, napkins, just little detailed things like that. Then cooking pots, frying pans, rolling stick.
Gordon Ramsay.
But what we want to produce in this place is people that will be competing with Gordon Ramsay.
International
cuisine. Maybe pepperoni squalosia. and pounded jam in chicken sauce.
Yeah, now you get creative.
Yes, pounded jam in chicken sauce. What's it called? Nsala and omi agbon.
And in the kitchen, Dio and Joke, it's very important, a ventilator.
Yeah, wow, it's true.
Very important.
Thank you.
Wow, we need somebody. You can see that we have people that are guiding us. We need a ventilator and heat extractor. Is that what?
Yeah, it works the same. It's the same thing for the kitchen. Okay.
Yeah, we need a ventilator and we need heat extractor. Okay,
it's the same. Yeah,
I'm a local boy. Don't be deceived by this shirt. I'm very local. I'm a very local boy. I grew up with my grandmother, and we went through some process from firewood to charcoal during the Abacha period.
Yeah.
Abacha stove. I know. See, Madam Faith, I caught you. You know this.
I did that as well. I went to Jabba school.
Whoa.
So I did farming. We make gari from scratch, ogi from scratch. We harvest rice. We plant yam. everything.
Hey, proudly local. Proudly local.
I'm very local. I'm just
Well, I don't call that local. I think that's not actually local, because that's natural. That's organic, right there.
yeah, totally.
So,
Okay,
when you can manufacture
let's
your
look
own
at
stuff.
let's look at what Claudia is saying. Claudia is saying, congratulations, you two are the best, and you have proven it over and over many times. I know deep down in my heart that the Most High will continue to bless you.
Amen.
Amen.
And every one of
And
us,
every one of us,
people like Madam
every
Faith,
one of
Dr.
us,
Joe,
Dr.
everyone,
Joe, all the
Madam
committee
Faith.
members, all the youth that are seriously trying to get Africa out of the stress that we are presently in, and all the angels in heaven that are spending over time in Africa,
Oh, help us.
looking for solution.
Amen.
Looking for solution in Africa. We say thank you. So we just talked about the kitchenette. So anything that you think is useful in kitchen, please send it to us. Just send it to us. Even just send it to Africa. Something, because we want plates that, plate that can mold eba, that even if you do not want to eat, when you see the food,
To the plate.
you will be mesmerized. I'm just very high today. It's like I drank too much water. So the next stop is what's it called? Let's go to the
Photography.
no. Before we go to photography,
Fashion.
let's go to fashion. The good thing about our foundation is the fact that we have been able to minimize costs, in the sense that my wife and myself, I won't say myself now, because in some way I've dropped fashion for my wife. My wife and myself, we are trained fashion designers and the likes of them. I actually resigned from banking into fashion and shoemaking, but presently I've put all my energy into videography, photography, media, and the likes of them. So my wife is the one taking the full responsibility of the fashion. We have our second channel, in case you don't know. It's called Cetro Craft. That's where we have been able to train over 60,000 youths, 60,000 subscribers, not youth, both youth, adult, and what have you, male and female. So it's not. So when I see people, some people will just think it's something we started today. We did not start today. We have started today. It has been long that we have been doing all this. So we have over 67,000 subscribers presently on our fashion channel, and we have trained a whole lot. We've trained people in medicine. We've trained people in fashion that are not even in fashion line. Apart from that, we now have our own online fashion school. We have a fashion label called Cetro Fashion, and as such, we are not just coming here to sell ideas to the youth that we have not tested. We have tested it. We have seen the future in it. And that is why we want to now take our youth out of the compulsory slavery that they have sold themselves into, and making them know that with their bare hands, they can do better than what they are currently doing. So with that being said, the fashion aspect, we are bringing in 6 machines. It would have been 7, but we gave one out to one of the youths that needed it. So we are bringing in machines. So don't think about for the fashion section, don't think about supporting us in terms of machine for now. We have that covered. We are bringing in our machines. We have like 6 machines at home, just lying and waiting for these beautiful use. So we are bringing them in there. The only thing we need there is mannequin. Yeah, we need this adjustable mannequin. When you talk of adjustable mannequin that when you sew some clothes, you can adjust the boost, you can adjust the breast so that it can take more space. You can adjust the bum. What do you call it? The butt. You can adjust the butt so that it takes the shape of the clothes that you have sewed, so that you don't need to get different sizes for different clothes that you've made. That's a little bit expensive mannequin. Then we need the mannequin for children. We need the mannequin for a male child, a female child, And just like that, we are saying this so that anyone can actually look at what you have in your garage that you are not using. Please send it over to us. Or if you look at the cost of sending it, maybe it's too much, you can just quantify it in monetary terms, send it over to us. We will show you when we've gotten it. We need that for the fashion. Then we need a what's it called, stoning machine. We need stoning machine, so that we show all these youths how they can actually do embellishment, like what my beautiful wife is wearing. Most of the time when I touch her like this, she looks more beautiful, so I'm the one helping her. So what is it called, the stuff, I think fashion is good to go. We have, because we have what's it called, this machine behind us there. We have industrial and manual. We have whipping machine, or what we call the interlocking machine. So let's move away from fashion now. The other section is the hair making and barbing. The hair and barbing, natural hair making and salon, twisting and fixing of all this our foreign obodo yimbo hair and all the likes of them. So what we have is that those ones we need dryers, we need washing bays, we need so many things in that area. We need extensions, hair extensions, and what have you, with which we are going to use to train these youths. We need just a whole lot. We need the seating, the glassing of the sections, where when they sit in front of a beautiful decorated glass, and the chairs and the table all fixed, so that we can arrange it. We want it to be that when the people in that estate come and patronize this our African youth, they will know that this one is not just talkiologist. This is actionography. so that when they come in, they will just feel the ambience. Everywhere is well set. Everywhere is properly managed. And I will soon come to, when they now see the youth, that their life has been transformed, that they are the one that are going to be handling them with respect, with a good atmosphere, I tell you that the rest will be history. You'll be coming here and you see some of the customers talking about how well cultured these youths are. Because we do not just want to train people that have skills, but they are zero when it comes to communication skill with respect.
And that's the challenge that Africa has been having. So by the time we're catching them young now, all these youths, and we're inculcating into them the core values of leadership, integrity, honesty, humility, and by the time they get there, we'll be able to say, these are our youths. We'll not be fighting that the leaders are doing this. We just keep that away now, because the time of the leaders are already passing away. So we'll work it out in them that they are really well mannered. It's not about what you can do. It's about who you are, as in your personality. Is he inviting or is he scaring? Some persons are really talented, but their personality is really scaring. So when you get to them, the next time you don't even want to have anything to do with them. But some persons, I encountered someone today. In fact, the humility of the person, I already said, will not be able to do anything together again. But the way the person was so humble, wow, I was broken. I just had to say, we're going to still try to do something together again. So the core values of integrity, honesty, humility, as in service culture. Some persons don't have then after sales culture that is gotten abroad. We don't have it here in Nigeria. That's what we do at our own. We've made shoes worth thousands for our clients, and our clients just complained. We got everything back, did everything back. We don't even talk about. That's why I did a video on our second channel in fashion about ready to wear. That's it's all about the class where your brand is. So our own brand, we've created a class. We don't just collect anyhow money. Like that's our own personal business. So because we factor in the fact that we do after sales service. So whatever we do for you, if it's not okay, you can just come back to us and say, I'm not okay with this, and we listen to you, we correct it, because that's what is lacking in Africa and so many other things. So we want to see these our youths well mannered, well cultured, and
okay, with that plenty grammar from my beautiful wife, mixing it with my own Egbacious English, we now go to the next section. The next section is we've talked. Okay, barbing is also going to be there.
Yes.
Barbing and hair making will be in the same place. So we need clippers for these guys. We need aprons for them, because they are going to be all the accessories that they need in barbing. Anything that sterilizer, clipper sterilizers and the likes of them. There is also these towel sterilizers to remove whatever stuff. So washing base in case they want to treat the hair, dryer and all those stuff. So anything that is needed in barbing salon and hairdressing salon, please kindly support us so that we can use all this to train our youth so that they can be the best. And next on the line is the major parlor that you are looking at presently is going to be divided into two sections. This is the major sitting room that you are looking at. You have this side that is like the dining area. Yeah, that dining area, because of the concept of photography that we are going to imbibe, we are going to have a lot of background flying in and flying out. And also we are also trying to see how we can infuse green background there, so that we can have some green effects, so that we can train this youth on how to do movies with changeable background. We can now create our own Jesus Christ walking on top of the water and is not sinking. All this can be arrived at by using our green effects and the likes of them. So we have different backgrounds so that models can come in for model shots, family shots, wedding and what have you, event photography, product photography, and all the likes. But the good thing is that because I'm a professional in photography and videography, I have bought so many gadgets. that we are using to do our own business. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring those gadgets over here. So that I will start using it to teach them. But the challenge is that the gadget I'll be bringing over here is just going to be only one photo camera, but the particular photo camera, which is the one I'm bringing over here, we need lens. We need quality lens for facial photography, for model photography. So please, if you are there, you want to assist us with good lens, the camera I'm bringing here is a Canon 70D. So if you are there, you have good lens that can work with Canon 70D, or you can help us buy lens over there and ship it over here. Please, we look forward to you. And we also need a video camera with which we can use to train them. Thank God for Jim. Jim has already supported us with two cameras, but those two cameras are for training. They are training cameras. They are not the ones we can use for professional photo shoots that people can come in and from there our youth can see how it's been done. But the cameras that Jim has promised us, these are cameras that we can hand over to these youth for them to do their practicals. So we have two of such cameras. We also need more, because it's not just going to be two youths that we are training in photography. Presently, there was a lady, I'm expecting her to join. I sent her a link. When we went to Badagry, we met her. She's a very beautiful lady. She has a tribal marks, so she's a confirmed Ogbomosho lady. Now,
that's my hometown. No. That's my hometown.
Funny enough, I never knew she's. I never knew that's your town.
I didn't remember. I know very well.
I didn't remember that's your town. So no, I'm not even apologizing, because it's a good thing. The lady, I met her. She's very industrious. I met her, and the job she was doing right there at Badagry made me almost cry. And I told her, what can you do? She told me that she is into she loves photography and the likes of them. So when I queried her in photography, I discovered that she need more help. She needs to be taught editing. She needs to. So those are the kind of girls I want to bring from the village over there down to Lagos. Those are the kind of girls I love to bring. You know, I love the way she has the tribal mark, because it's going to tell a story that you are picking somebody very raw, and transforming her to the beauty, because she's actually beautiful. And learning photography, by the time I'm done with her in just 6 months, the whole world is going to be scared of what she's going to be bringing out in photography, lighting, ISO, aperture, what have you, then editing. Then before I will now move her into videography, because I don't want to train any youth in just one aspect. I want them to be balanced, robust, so that we can put these smiles. You know what I'm happy is that I am not going to, this foundation, we are not going to be all dependent on external people to come and be collecting salaries and all the likes of them from the foundation, because we are just a new foundation that we have set up. But both of us have critical skills that we can use to train these youth before we now start employing more hands to join us. So with that, we have cut down the cost of operation. We have cut down the cost of over dependence on the third party to influence our youth. And that means that we are going to be there. We are going to pay the price of time with this youth. We are going to influence them to be very, 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 very interestingly useful for the world to follow. So because it all boils down about who is mentoring who. You be like your mentor. By the time they spend like 6 months with us, they see how we live our life. They see when we get angry, and they think that these people don't even ever get angry, only for them to discover that even when we are angry, we are hugging ourselves. That will transfer into them unknowingly. Before you know it, they will not be easily annoyed with some nonsense coming from anybody. So that gives them the shock absorber, the kind of attitude that people will want to stay closer to them. And we are also planning a program that as you are entering into this facility, you are seeing our do's and don'ts. Our do's and don'ts. Then, lastly, we forgot to mention this. Because of the security condition in the country, and because youth, even every human being, will always behave well when they know that they are monitored. All of these rooms are going to have CCTV cameras installed there to monitor who is doing what, who is picking our camera, who is refusing to drop it, because we are talking of youth from different backgrounds. So by the time they know that as you are picking it, I'm seeing who is picking what on my phone, monitoring it from anywhere and everywhere. So that gives them the precaution to know that I am being watched, I am being monitored, and if I become the best, I will only be useful for myself, because these people are really going to help me out. And mind you, one of the good things, sometimes I will just stay like that. I'll just say, whenever I remember this place, I'll just say, my wife will just say, oh. So we're just been saying, because this youth, by the time the vicinity we got these stores in, by the time they enter into that vicinity, into that estate, I tell you, nobody will tell them to start thinking of the next level of their life.
One of the models
to start behaving well. Okay, tell them about the model.
Last week, we had a modeling shirt last week. So one of the models happened to get there with us, and when she got there, and she's even from a very good background, and when she got there, she just said, "Wow, I like this place. I want to continue with the modeling. I want to continue." I said, "Just be of good character." We're going to tell you. So when we eventually saw her, they said, "We got the place. Oh yeah, I want to continue.
She was
I want to learn."
She brought her mom.
Yes, I want to learn styling. I want to learn fashion. I want to learn. I said, okay. We said, okay, you are not from a poor background. You are from at least a good background. So you're going to pay something little. For those that the foundation is only supporting the less privileged. So those that will come there, because we know even in that neighborhood, as they see it, some of their children will lose something like that. So we're going to tell them, if your real good children too want to come, they pay something at least to help the less privileged.
Yeah.
It's the less privileged that is totally free for. So, but you can afford it. Try to help.
Hey,
At
yeah.
least, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
They will pay. Those
Yes.
those children from rich homes, they will pay
Yes,
because
yes.
it is from their payment we'll be able to maintain the place. To maintain a place like this, it's going to cost money. We are working on getting an in-house security, that will man the gate, because of numerous stuff that we are bringing in there. Then we are going to get cleaners. We are going to get an accountant. We are going to get an accountant that will be there. We'll be doubling as secretary at the same time, because for now we can't afford too many running costs or what have you. So with that being said, then let's go to the kitchen. Okay, I think we mentioned the kitchen. Okay, now in the studio, like what I mentioned, we need backgrounds. We need different backgrounds. All this thing costs money. We need backgrounds stand. We need photography lights. We need three types of lights there that are going to be used for photography shoots and the likes of them. We have some. The reason why we're saying we need three is because we have some lights already. We have the Kano Flow. We have the ring lights, which even those that are doing cosmetics will be able to use during this thing. But apart from that, we need what we call the soft boxes. So the soft boxes that we are going to be using to get good video, which we are going to use in getting good photography triggered shots and the likes of them, so that the facials, the underneath will be fine. I think we have reflector. We can only get one or two more reflectors that are large in size. So all this thing costs money. So with that being said, this is just what we need. Oh, sorry, we didn't even mention about furniture. We need seats where people that are coming in will sit down. The waiting, because there is going to be a waiting section where they are going to be waiting, or if we are making air, because we are going to be, the youth are not just coming here to learn alone. They are coming here to learn and practice it on the head of customers. You understand? Because we are going to get professionals also. Sorry, I didn't mention that. We are going to get professional stylists that will be there, that will be working with them. So they'll be learning from those stylists, and by the time they are done, they can now start working on the heads of customers and the likes of them. So we need seats, we need a desk, we need a intercom, just all the necessary things that will make the place look beautiful. Oh, we did not mention blind. We need blind on the window. And the blind that will go in here will be something that will have a touch of white and that orange that is on the door frame. So with that, we can have a sparkled stuff. So by the time you are going to be seeing this place next time, it's going to be what we call the adrena musculuntis.
All right. So question. I mean, you didn't remember to talk about the sign and the logo. Are we able to put that on the outside of the building?
So sorry. Thank you very much.
That's the marketing, point right there.
Yeah. I want to show you. Okay. I want to show you the place where we've marked for that. Right here. Oh, why am I not? I want to put a stop to that. Just a few minutes. Right outside at the wall, we've gotten the permission on this wall that you are seeing here. This is the building, the orange building. Right beside the gate, the wall, the fence beside the gate. That's where we are going to do a very 3D, large print size advert. We're going to put it on the board because we have been told not to paint the wall outside, not to touch the painting. So what we can do is to do a very standard board. We do a very standard board and insert on that wall to show Cetros Foundation and we now show the types of training that are going on there, which is basically the photography, the fashion, the catering, and the hairstyling, barbing, and the likes of them. So with that, we can have a very beautiful, well structured out stuff there. And the reason why I'm going for board, in which we are going to put a very standard banner on that board, is that every six months we are going to be changing the banner, so that new concepts are introduced, and before you know it, a lot of persons will just walk in and discover that we are really doing well with our youth here. So that's the whole game plan.
Okay. Yeah, you can also for future purpose, we can also see how expensive is those digital display board is, those that you can easily program and change. See how expensive those are for future use. I mean, to start with, that's a good idea, but we're going places, so I can see that will be really, so in the day, in the night, it's not an issue if it's a digital display advertisement board.
Okay.
So that's one. Then two is that, so are people going to be for the catering section? Are they going to be ordering and taking away, or is there a provision for people to sit down and eat?
Okay.
Just a question.
Okay. That is a very good one. Before we continue, let's welcome Jim Borak.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Jim.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome, Mr. Jim.
Mr. Ojo, how are you today?
I'm awesome. Thank you.
I'm blown away. This is mind blowing. This is the type of thing that brings foundation to the word foundation. And now we have something that we can grab onto. I'm trying to hold back the reins on the horses and pull back a little bit, because I know this stuff takes so much time to develop, and the patience and the willingness that we need a few more Patreons. We need a few more somebody to match me right now, $20 in the super chat. We need a little bit more money, just a little bit. Keep it coming. I'm not the person that says, I can't, do more, because I'm trying to work out. I want to get a DHL representative for shipping. We need some type of, because I got extra laptops sitting here. I've got I've got extra stuff just late. And I know people I know America is so gluttonous. I could just go around talking to my neighbors who live in a $2.6 million house, and they have kids, and I could just go talk to them and just say, hey, look, do you have any extra stuff? We need shipping. We need shipping. If I could get shipping handled, we could get so much, because I'll put all my energy into that. Right now, I just got done with a move, and I got the cameras, and I was listening carefully. I'm like, I just can't trust even shipping it yet, unless I know somebody who's from Nigeria says, yes, Jim, that's a good, I just can't trust it yet. I'm worried about shipping these cameras and not letting them get to the right people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Mr. James, so what I usually do is, I know a lot of Nigerian travel from the United States to Nigeria from time to time. It's all about networking and getting the right person for that. But as a matter of fact, if we looking into the future, there is need to look into solving that problem. I know I've said it over this channel, these live chats from time to time, even about the youth making their product and stuff like that. Shipping is a major thing that we got to find a way to tackle for the business, for the lifetime of this business, and even to help the youth. So that's a good
Yeah.
thing that you also mentioned of, because a lot of us
Yeah.
have a lot of things sitting down here, you know, that
Oh yeah. Yeah.
we can
Yeah. And
we
we
can
have to
send
come
down,
to
but
right. And I at least I'm not asking the company, like, once again, my pitching point would be to say to the company, hey, look, we're not asking for free shipping. What we're asking for is, can you give our customers 50% off international travel?
Hmm.
We want 50% off. That, and then they at least can turn around to the government, because these big companies do not pay taxes, by the way. So this is just a write-off for them. And so if somehow we can get a representative or some type of sponsorship, not necessarily on the foundation, but more or less the where somebody says, okay, yeah, you can come to us once a month, maybe, or twice a year, or 3 times. Maybe they'll give us segmented times where we could send a big package, and that way we could overhear, coordinate, and maybe just maybe get one big shipment at a time for free or something. That option, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So now looking into that, that's a good idea, Mr. James. So what I think because individually, they might not really, I don't know how they are going to take it, but if we approach them as a foundation, tell them what we are doing, what the foundation is doing, and what, if they are able to buy into that vision and see what's
Right.
going on, maybe I'm having a strong hope and confidence that they'll be able to say, okay, we can give the foundation maybe 10%, 20%, 50%, and then see. The question they probably will ask is the frequency of shipment. They will
Right.
definitely ask about the frequency of shipment and what quantity are we talking about,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So those are the things
I
we can prepare answer for.
right. It just starts small. Tell them you want to send 100 kilos, which is 200 pounds, twice a year, and see if they say yes. And then that way you have your foot in the door. Don't ask for anything big on that. I mean, it's just that. Oh, and the other thing was, if you wanted to draw a little attention from these people, I think a GoFundMe page set up first makes it look like, if they go, oh, and you just tell them, hey, look, we've already got a GoFundMe page. They're going to look at that as like, oh, okay, in this politically correct era here, it's almost like a given that people want to see that you're actually got other support from other people.
Okay.
Okay.
So so the if we are going to go by DHL or FedEx, I think the best thing would be to be talking to their overall manager and stuff like that and things like that, and it has to be like formal, like we have to be like writing letters.
It is the crux. It's the crux of everything for me. For me, I can get my hands on a ton of stuff. I mean, just tons of stuff. I just can't ship it all over. I can't. I mean, I got bikes I can get my hands on, electric motors, things like that, tools I can get my hands on for free. For free. We have a thing here in America called Craigslist.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy's driving me crazy with his blower. I gotta leave.
Okay.
But yeah, we can get stuff for free over here, and I mean, I can pick it up daily. Like, there's so much free stuff available, like blinds, like you were saying, blinds and stuff. Curtain rods, anything type. I mean, clothing. I mean, any stuff that's lightweight to ship. Even tons of this stuff is just laying around, guys. Just tons of it. It's all over the place, and it just got to go get it and ship it. I mean, I'd be all over it. I like, I don't hold down a 9-to-5 job. I mean, so I'm still my first avenue of where my path wants to be is with the Cetros Foundation still. So I mean, that's my first path, you know, and I want to so I'm not looking for a job or anything like that, because I want to save myself for this, because it's going to get bigger and it's going to grow quickly.
Yes. So, well, I think offline we can do some research to see where who the general manager is for like any of those shipment company, if it's DHL or FedEx or whichever we want to use, and then with the help of the Setros, we can see how we can get a company letterhead or foundation letterhead or something that we can, whatever way we can write them to make it official, in addition to maybe calling them or emailing them and stuff like that. Because they would definitely want something official, not just like, oh, because everybody can just come up with whatever. So we got to package it really good.
And you can use me for the official address for if you need a contact, you know, within, you know, Southern California or United States. So I will be a representative for that, absolutely. So it's like I said, I'm so bummed out to see stuff here in America just go to waste. I mean, constantly. I mean, there's so many children out there that just need just a basic, like a laptop is like golden in Nigeria. It's golden. People just don't understand this.
Okay. So I really appreciate our brainstorming session on these. Just to come back to what I was saying before, if there is any time that I think I've been very, very happy alongside my wife, is the fact that we're able to secure this beautiful place, a place to develop our youth, to mentor them, to see them change from bad to better and best, to see them change from not being paid attention to a situation whereby they are now valued, and not just valued, they are now carried away from wherever they used to live into a space where they can see proper organization, proper lifestyle, and they can learn from the neighborhood where there is less noise, no distraction, utmost attention to one thing that they are looking for. And this has been, anytime I'm sleeping, I'm just like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Because I tell you, we've been to several places. Before we arrive at this, only Dr. Ojo can testify to this. He knows the trouble that I went through. From one place to the other, they kept on rejecting us. They don't want foundation, because I wasn't going to ordinary streets. I was going for the estates where the great people are staying, where people that are well educated, people that are well exposed, people that travels a lot, they see what is happening in other countries of the world, they can reason and stay. Those are the places I was going for. And whenever it's time for us to pay, they just tell us, oh, you want to use it for a foundation? No way. So, and we are so glad when this particular place, we got it, and we paid for it, and they were okay with what we have come to do. And I know that in the next few months, God helping us, they will be glad to see what we are even going to do in the lives of their youth there. Because majority of the youth there, even the children of these so-called rich men, the children of these so-called well-exposed men, they are dying on the inside. A lot of them have talent. They have things that they want to become, but their parents are just telling them, you must go and be a medical doctor. And that guy craving to be a shoemaker. And if you allow him to go into shoemaking, he will produce the best shoe than whatever Cleopatra or Leo Muscula in one German embassy can create. So those are the kind of stuff that we want to bring out. And you know, like today, the particular lady that my wife was talking about, the two sisters just came and they brought their mom to us, that they want to come and learn. They want to come and learn fashion. They want to come and learn hairdressing and the likes of them. These are youths that their parents are very, very okay. They are not coming in for free. They are coming to pay. It is from the money that this particular set of youth pay that's where we are going to be seeing the money to maintain the facility, because here we are going to be providing. I was even discussing with my wife, because we are bringing, if we are bringing youth that are just coming from low background, nobody to sponsor them, you don't expect that they are going to be learning under hunger. They can't be hungry and you are teaching them. So we are also looking at the opportunity of, okay, buying foodstuffs in large quantity and giving them, you know, some, even if it is, no matter how little it is, feeding them for the period that they are going to be having the classes. You know, we can have tea breaks and the like. So if you are there, you are into the production of foods and all the likes, please supply them to us. Let's have food bank for these youths, so that they know that, you know, when they even think that, oh, if I come to Cetros Foundation to come and learn, my feeding challenge is solved. What do you think will happen? They will gladly come, and they have a, even if it is just tea and biscuits, and they are eating it, they are seeing the way it's being eaten, not like the way I was eating it when I was in the bush.
Honestly.
all these little things, you know,
They're getting cultured as well.
all these little things that I'm saying, that might be like, oh, what's the big thing about it? Those are the things that when they get back home, even when they are under a smelling environment, mosquitoes biting them, they can say, no, I can make it. I can make it. My life can be transformed. If my life can be affected by somebody picking me up and training me in a very good environment, that means that if I pay attention to what they are training me, I can actually be in the position to do this to the generations coming after me. So that is the beauty of what I've come to talk about today. Today's stream is not going to be a long one. I just want to appreciate every one of us, and I want to listen. I want to listen to us. Madam Faith, I know you wanted to say something. I want to listen to us. Let's think out whatever I've not mentioned. Let's think it out before we call it a day.
It just occurred to me, are they gonna the students going to have a dress code? It's nothing too formal, so that they're recognized in the area, and then because the uniform or whatever would make them also watch their behavior in the community.
Exactly.
You know?
Okay. Let me answer that before you proceed to the next question. The dress code is such that once they put on our dress code, I don't want to talk too much about the we already have that planned out. Once they put on our dress code, they can easily identify them from even the security.
Yes.
Okay, you are going to so and because the estate is a gated security entrance. So with that they can guide them appropriately. Then aside that, they have so many things they are going to sign on character, attitude, and once you are coming into that place, you must walk straight down into our facility. No loitering about, no nothing, so that everybody can just keep safe in their environment. Yeah.
And also, sorry, do you have like a fixed number for the rooms? You know, just to protect against overcrowding.
Yes.
Yeah, and just to have a healthy work environment where there's not overcrowding.
Yes, we are not looking at getting overcrowded. And thank you for mentioning this. You know, because even the youth that we are training, you know, we can't have youths. This particular facility we have now, some of the youth are very, very far away. And you can't have them to be transporting themselves down to this location. So that's the more reason we are also calling on people to support us. We need what's it called? We need laptop. Even the foundation need laptop that we can use for online streaming of the training that is going on there. Online streaming of the training.
I've got like 3 laying around doing nothing.
Wow.
I mean, this is the need that we need. Faith, I just went out into the garage and there's I have an old vise. It's about 7 inches wide. It's a 20-pound heavy-duty vise.
Oh.
I have a beautiful. Oh, it will connect to a desk beautifully. So these are things, folks, that just simply that just me looking around that have been holding on to. I bought it at a garage sale for $2, folks.
What?
And and these are the things that you can find in America for free, cheap, and easy. It's all over. It's all over the place. There's no reason why we can't have the Cetros Foundation have a warrior, a crew of warriors who are going out there picking up stuff that are free on Craigslist, go to garage sales, picking up stuff, and now we just got to figure out the shipping problem. I mean, the shipping is because nobody's going to have an incentive to ship something
that is heavy,
or nobody's going to have an incentive to get involved if they don't have the ability to send it without them taking money out of their own pocket. Because if people have to take money out of their own pocket, it doesn't provide an incentive. I mean, we can't do it for free in the beginning, of course, but at least there's somehow we can get our foot in the door and maybe get maybe once a month. Hey, will you ship something off, or that's all we need right now to get started, because all we have is a very small project, and in 6 months' time we're going to be asking for more. So I mean, because I don't think this is going to stop, right? I mean, no.
No, it's not.
Okay. Public announcement. I want to make announcement. Public announcement. If you are watching this video, let us tell you that you just need to come and rescue us in getting all this in. If you are coming to Nigeria, maybe if you are seeing this video and coming to Nigeria to do anything, you can just support. Your support might just be that the few luggage assets that you have on the plane, you can just let us inform us so that you can go over to either Jim's place or wherever we're going to have the collation center. I think it will be fine to have collation center with you, Jim, so that they can just come and pick from you and help us to bring it down to Nigeria. So if you are a Nigerian or you are not a Nigerian, but you are visiting Nigeria, please don't waste your luggage space. Just you can help us pick 1 or 2 products and bring it down there. And the funniest stuff is that my house is just some stone throw away from the airport, so I can always meet with you at the airport, collect it. So I'm talking about the major airport into Nigeria is closer to my house, Muritala Mohammed.
Okay, so that address that you gave me, it really is. It will send, if I go down to the DHL, it will send right to the airport, and then you have to pick it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So can you pick up from the airport?
Because that's why I didn't trust it. I didn't trust it.
What I'm saying is that if you give it to somebody that is traveling,
it's someone that's traveling, not DHL.
If you give it to somebody that is traveling into Nigeria, all you just need to do is to give the person my number. Immediately is getting closer to the airport, just let me know. I'll drive down to the airport and pick it up. That's what I'm talking of. But the one that, if you want to send directly to that address, Jim, if you are sending through DHL to that address, it will come to my doorstep. My doorstep, that's where DHL will drop it into my end. My house is not far to the airport. I've had people sending in things to my address, just easy as that, especially
I've been holding on to this cameras for too long now, and I've got of that money that I saved for you. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna ship off. I'm gonna ship it off and pay for it myself. It just can't wait. I mean, because I keep chipping in every week. I have a Patreon, and if you total up all that money, I could have shipped it off by now. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chip in some more money here in a minute when I get off the phone, and I'm gonna go and see if somebody will match me. And then I'm just gonna, after that, I'm gonna take it easy for a little bit, and then I'm gonna send those phones off. I'm gonna send it to the airport address unless you want it to the DHL straight to your house. But we'll work on that.
Mr. Jim. So when you are sending to his address, right? I will recommend you put a tracking number on it, especially if you are using DHL.
Okay. Well, can you text me? You have my number.
Yeah, put a tracking number. Put a tracking number on it when you send through DHL. So
it should have a tracking number automatically, no?
Yeah, it comes.
It automatically comes with a tracking number.
Yeah.
I'll be able to, like this particular one that I'm holding, it was sent from Europe, and it was sent from Austria. What I'm holding here was sent from Austria, and the tracking number.
Can you switch the screen? Can you switch the screen so I can see it?
Okay, let me.
I mean, no, I can't see it on my phone. There you go.
Okay, you can see this.
Yeah.
DHL. So it was brought to my doorstep all the way from Austria.
Okay.
So it's very easy, and they sent me immediately. The person shipped it. They sent me the tracking number. I was tracking. The person that sent also was tracking, and it got here safely.
Well, let's get just let me get to my computer. We'll get to the private chat, and then you can give me the direct play, and I'm just going to send it off tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm just going to get that over with.
Whoa! Thank you.
Do you know what they weigh, Jim?
I'm sorry.
What do the cameras? Do you know the weight of the cameras?
Yeah, the whole with the case, because it's got a really nice protective case that comes with it. The case is a little over 13 pounds.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shouldn't be a lot.
About $100.
Yeah, because the laptop that I sent weighed 2 kg, and when I looked up the monitor said on DHL, I thought no, it was near 200 pounds. And so I just thought I'd wait for someone to bring it, and then luckily I found someone.
Okay, because I have one like international shipping place that's down in town. So what I'll do is when I get Deo has my private number, so he can text me the exact address. And then I'm going to take my phone down and I'm going to show the guy the address with it all packaged up. Then we'll ship it off, and I'll record it. And I'll record it, and then I'll send the video back over to Deo, so we can get that off. And then if we can come up with a few more, dollars here, it's like, I can get a lot more. I can get a lot more computers. I can get like because some of them are not in the greatest condition, but they work. They stream the videos. I mean, there's a key button missing, or one of them has a speaker that's blown out or something, but they all work. I mean, and I can get more of these things. They're for free. So I mean, just want to get more shipping figured out. But I mean, it's driving me up a wall. It's driving me up a wall because now that the foundation, like I said, I have to pull the reins back. I have to pull the reins back, Jim. Pull them back.
It's so interesting, and I'm so happy that we are all brainstorming, looking out for how to get everything intact. And just to let you know that the generations to come will not forget our little effort, no matter how little it is. They will not forget our little effort, because a little effort makes the mighty ocean. And just like I started this stream, I told you about one of the youths that happens to be our family friend who lost the dad. The dad died today. And I need to get in touch with them. But the lesson learned there, I just look at the dad of this youth. I asked myself, this man that died now, as I yesterday, I still heard him talking to this boy, because the boy was in my place yesterday. I still heard him talking to this boy, and the boy was not feeling fine. I drove the guy to the hospital. The dad went to see the boy at the hospital. only for us to be told now, just 3 minutes before this stream, that the dad has died. But the question is not about the death of this man. The question is that I look into my life, I say to myself, what if I die today? What interesting thing have I done for my generation? But you know the answer to that? I know that I'm not going to die today because I still have a whole lot to affect positively in the life of people. But even if I die today, I can say to myself, oh God, if there is anything that you want me to do, I have affected over 40 African youths positively. I've turned their life positively around, that instead of them being used as an agent of threat, of destabilization, today they are working and they are creating something with their hands, with their gifts. I have set up, what's it called? I have assisted in setting up a drama unit that they are looking forward to the next time we are going to be shooting movies, short dramas and the likes, and they are happy about it. And more parents are bringing their children to me to say, oh, I want my child to learn acting from you. And more importantly, I can say, God, do you know what? I succeeded in, despite the fact that I don't even have large amount of money in my account, but I have succeeded in setting up a foundation that has gotten this beautiful place that is even more beautiful than my own house. A place where I can be proud to mentor the life of people.
Yeah, that's good.
We are talking about 3-bedroom. Let's face it here. Don't let us. I don't have anything to lose. I don't have anything to lose. I'm not bragging to anybody. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, but I have the opportunity to join hands with my wife to see the future ahead and set up a 3-bedroom foundation to assist the poor in a neighborhood that I cannot afford. That is what is called achievement to me. Achievement is not on the basis of how much I have in my account. Achievement is not on the basis of how much I travel across the globe. The achievement is that I have lived a life that has affected this youth and will continue to affect this youth. And I have lived that life that has made me to meet with a military man and a doctor of business administration in the United States that I never knew while he was in Nigeria. But because I decided to pay the sacrifice, I'm meeting with him, I'm working with him to touch the life of youth. And because I'm paying this sacrifice, I'm meeting someone by the name called Jim. That most people will call, that most people will call, that most people will refer to as an Israelite, as what's it called?
What is going on?
You know, most people will refer to him as a Lebanese, an Israelite, a white man. How did you come across? They will refer to him as that, but I don't see him as a white man. I don't see him as an Israeli. I see him as a human being, a responsible human being that has the mind, the feeling, the character, and the true nature of a human being. Just because I decided to pay the price, even when I lost my baby, I wasn't going back on what I believe in. That's why I've been able to meet with Jim. And before we can say Jack Robinson, I'm meeting with Madam Faith, the most prolific Madam Faith that is ready. That is ready.
You just write your own dictionary, man.
That is ready to transform the life of these youth, making them to learn from her without paying a dime, in jewelry making, in sound production. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed. If the rapture, if you know, that's what they call the rapture in the Bible. If the rapture happens now, I have something I can face God and say, God, you know what? During my time, I tried. These are what I did. And that is what I'm happy for. But I'm using this to ask you, if you are seeing this stream, God forbid, but in case you die tomorrow, what will be the important thing about you? What will be the important thing about you? What will be the legacy? Is this just you? Did you live your life just for your children, 2, 3 children, and that's all? Man, I'm going to have over 5 million youths that will remember my name and say, you know what? That guy touched me right from 1-bedroom apartment. He doesn't have much, but he has the brain to think out the solution for the upcoming generation. And I want to be somebody that they can call that, please, we want to consult your idea on how to change the lifestyle of a boy or of a girl, because they brought a boy that was called stubborn, a boy that they were tagging as useless to the family. They brought a boy that they were looking at him and saying that he's already joining hooligans and the like. They brought him to me, and within 6 hours, I was able to transform his life. Now he's producing shoes. This is a boy that they've given up on. That is the life that God wants us to live. And I'm so proud. And whenever I see death, I fear no death, because I'm not dying now. But we can always do something to conquer the death. We can always do something to conquer the death around us. There are so many people dying around us. You are not under compulsion to do anything to assist this foundation, to assist this youth. But look around you. Touch the life of people around you, because those might be one of the reasons why God should just keep you alive. So with that being said, I go to the response from our people here. Lynn Bernard, have you considered uniforms for the trainees? If not, an entire uniform, maybe shirt that reads Cetros Training Institute. Wow. Thank you so very much, Lynn Bernard. I'm sure we are noting this down. We'll seriously look at it. And I love that word, Cetros Training Institute. Thank you so much. Okay. We have someone here, Lakshya Kapila. Say call. Oh, says congratulations. Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you. So, with that being said, Madam Faith, I want you to give us your parting word. If you still have something to say, then Dr. Ojo will wrap up.
Oh no, I'm blown away. It's a starting point. It's a foundation has been laid for the foundation, and I believe it will grow bigger.
Yeah.
I love where it's situated. It just deals with a lot of things, not just for the people, I feel, not just for the people coming to the students coming to the foundation, but also the neighborhood and how people see stuff. So this is going to do a big work in mindsets of the people, that community in itself. So I'm excited at how that's going to pan out. But it's just starting, and it's going to grow bigger. And like I said earlier, I believe more hands will come on deck who just have the vision you have, which is, what we've been talking about, just a desire to impact the life of the youth for better. Because what you're doing is building the future. We are the wealth. We are the source of wealth. Human beings, our minds, So this is wealth building or wealth transfer and all the Bible talks about it that way. But I'm just excited to see how it grows. I'll put my bit to help the vision move forward, and God help me. And and hopefully I'll come over one day, and then
we are waiting.
Like hands on. I'm looking forward to it myself. I would have come before now, but hey, there's a timing for everything. So I'm thankful to God for this, and it encourages me as well to see. Because in this country, we have issues with setting up training and stuff and all of that. But and I've been thinking, how's it going to work in Nigeria? But seeing you do it, it's not just about the training. When people hear this, things that people have a mind to do, it encourages them that anything. I've been hearing this phrase recently. There's nothing that God cannot do, or something like that. I don't know if you've heard it. But basically, there's nothing that God cannot do if you are willing, if we are willing. And it's going to be, so even now, and you stepping out, you and Jackie stepping out, is a testimony of how things that seem impossible or can just come into manifestation. So this movement, this journey that you guys are on, is speaking into different areas. And years down the line, you'll see how, how things have come in and how it ties together. But yeah, thank God. And more strength and more grace to you to continue to plow through.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you, Madam Faith. It's so nice.
It's a pleasure.
And Jim Barak, we are seeing your hands. Thanks for the super chat, $10.
Yeah.
We are so glad that you're always on top of your game. Yeah. We are so glad. And the other part is that we are glad that the cameras are coming in. You can imagine the impact of having two cameras that are ready for this you to practice with, because let me just tell you something. Apart from people supporting us with money or what have you, if you also have skills that you like to train our youth with, now that we have a physical location, please, we would like to do a live stream with you, a recording session whereby you can help train this youth in those skills, in those talents and crafts, and we look forward to that. Okay, Dr. Ojo, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Like Madam Faith said, we are all blown away. It's so wonderful to see the foundation being laid today. Foundation of a foundation, which is great.
Yeah.
So it's so wonderful. I think the speed at which things are happening is really great. It's rapid. I love that as a military person. So so I love the speed at which things are happening. So that's really great. I definitely love that building. The neighborhood looks good and safe, and it's gonna give us more opportunity to attract even younger people, youth, and children of those people in those neighborhoods. Some of which, or if not all of them, that will be paying certain amounts to be trained for whatever they're interested in. So that's also another avenue to grow the foundation, to create more awareness. So I think that's really great, and that's a good thing. And like she said too, that I've heard that phrase too over the internet, over on Facebook, that there's nothing God cannot do. And, but my perspective to it is that what God cannot do is, apart from that, He can praise Himself. We can praise Him. That's why the main reason why He created us is also that He's not going to physically come down, at least not now. Majority of our problem for us, right? He's going to use you. He's going to use me. He's going to use everyone that's going to listen to this live stream, either now or later in the future, to touch somebody's life. Like the Centros are doing, setting the pace. Being a good example in such a country with all the chaos and all that is going on, setting that pace, touching generations unborn, the present generation, the youth of Africa, of Nigeria. So that's what God will not do right now. That's what God expects you and I to do. Like the less privileged, those that cannot boast of food, those that have passion to learn a skill but doesn't have a family or friends or anybody to pay for them. God expects us to touch those lives, to help those with the little we have, So that's been my own outcry.
Can I ask a question, Dr. Ojo? Do you have children?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And that's exactly what I was. My point is, because you see, to be of service, you get a lot of practice when you have children. And you, guess what? You realize that well, then I can also teach my children to be of service, and they can be exponentially. We can really make this work on a bigger level. If my children understand the concept of of living within their own means, and at the same time thinking globally. I mean, that's where the ticket is. That's where the ticket is, you know. And so, you know, thanks again for having me on today, Deo. I really appreciate seeing, you know, the crew together. This is wonderful.
Wow, thank you so very much. To conclude, I want to tell you something, that if there is anything that makes me happy, is the fact that taking care of these youths and already for the foundation to have the smallest category of youth at our end, that we are not just taking them to for a short while, but we are taking care of them all through their life's journey. What am I referring to? I'm referring to the children of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I just want to play the video to you, because that is another foundation. That is another foundation in our foundation, because whenever I see those youths on some few days back, they actually clocked 6 months old.
Wow.
They actually clocked 6 months old, and I did a live stream,
and they're getting chubby, all chubby. You know, you just want to grab them.
Have they started teaching their own craft that they're going to learn yet?
Yeah.
So, okay, these are the Fantastic Four. They lost immediately. Their mom gave birth to them. Immediately their mom gave birth to them. The following day, their mom passed on. So, our foundation adopted these kids, the 4 of them. We set up what's it called? We try to raise funds for them, not for food, because I don't believe in begging for food. We try to raise up funds for them so that we can help their father to set up a business to take care of these quadruplets, the 4 of them. And as life will give us the hope, we're able to raise about 4-point-something million naira. So presently, we are looking for accommodation for them as well. Accommodation to set up a business. Accommodation to set up a business that will be used to fund their feeding, clothing, and the likes of them.
Did Faith, did you see the show on Friday where with the Fantastic Four, the kids were on?
No, I've not watched it yet. I'll watch it after.
Oh my God, you gotta see them. You gotta see them. Yeah, it's amazing, and they looked absolutely just wonderfully happy. The boy looked like he was a little bit upset. I can understand being around 3 women all the time, but other than that.
No, I'll have a watch when we finish. I've not seen it yet. Yeah.
And they all have
J's
in their Joy, Josephine, Joanne.
Trying to get up.
Yeah.
Look at these 2 girls.
They're trying to
Look at what they are doing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the number one and number 2 are identical twins.
Yeah, but they're trying to crawl.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah,
that's it. They're already trying to crawl at 6 months.
Oh, those kids are gonna be great.
They're gonna run that foundation to the ground.
That's to tell you something, that this Fantastic Four, they are going to be so active in so many skills that Cetros Foundation, apart from their normal schooling, we are going to make sure that we bring out their skills from tender age. We nurture them to grow. The only time we are going to back out from their life is when they are getting married. We are going to be there at their wedding, and we just hand them over to their wife, or hand over the man, hand them over to their husband, and hand over the man to his wife. That
no,
is
he's
where-
the wife's father will hand over.
I got to talk about first.
The wife's family will hand the woman over to the boy.
So why am I handing this stream this way?
Yeah.
I'm ending this stream. I'm going off now. I'm ending this stream this way. That life is beautiful when you see the pain others are going through more than your own personal pain, and you decide to leave your own pain in helping to solve their pain. Supernaturally, your pain disappears because your pain only exists because you are paying attention to it.
Yes.
But the moment you shift your attention away from your pain, you look for the comfort of others, you will forget, because the joy of fulfillment will help you to forget the existence of your pain. And one of the strongest insults to pain is when you forget it ever exists.
Yeah.
That pain will naturally disappear forever.
Yeah.
That is what I'm leaving us with. I really appreciate all of you on this channel, those that have been supporting us, those that have helped us to get to where we are presently. There is no way we could have afforded that kind of a building, that kind of a structure to train and change the life of these youth. But people like you and I that are giving us the support, we really appreciate you. I don't want to mention someone's name again. The person that is always facing this and that when it comes to transferring funds to us. I'm sure the person knows his name because they put all the blockades here and there. But we have been able to surmount these challenges. Now we are seeing this building. And I tell you, I do not intend to have a foundation that will keep on coming and begging for money from anybody. I intend to have a foundation that will auto generate its own source of income.
Yeah, and you know what? There's no reason why Americans who are watching this, and some will look later at this video, can't understand. I mean, how easy and simple this is to take your minimalist attitude. Take a minimalist attitude. Look at the stuff you don't need.
Yeah,
we can really just. It's stuff you're not going to lose money on. You're just going to be able to. If we can just, we're going to cure this at the Cetrus Fund. We're going to find a way to at least take 50% off the shipping, or maybe once or twice a month. We are going to find a way, and it's coming. I'm very excited about this. This is really making me very excited.
No,
I agree. It's coming.
Thank you so very much. As I wrap up today so that we can all go, I want to give something to Jim. Jim, I want you to, because this rent that we are paid now, the rent that we are paid is for 12 months, and the rent will start counting immediately. And we need to occupy that space and start using it on time. I will appreciate if you help us to set up the GoFundMe, so that with that we can raise the fund to furnish that place and start using it.
But, okay, good thing that Faith and Dr. Ojo are here. Like I said, it's not good for me. I mean, Faith is not in America, and Dr. Ojo, are you in America?
Am I in America?
Yeah. Do you have you don't reside in America, right?
I do. I'm only here in Germany for temporary.
Oh, so you see, you think the thing about the GoFundMe page is you need an American address, right? And one of the things, not all of the GoFundMe pages, if you use it to a foundation to a different country, then the person that is the foundation person, he has to have a representative to the GoFundMe page. So I'm not the person for the representative. I still think, of course, I mean, I'm not an Israelite either, but the point is
Now you are one. Yeah, now.
I hear you. I know what you mean. But I think Dr. Ojo should start the foundation, get the GoFundMe page started, and then I will go hit Twitter up and go hit some people up and see if we can build up a little momentum, you know, because right now we're not promoting ourselves in any big way. Right now we need if we have the foundation GoFundMe page. I mean, honestly speaking, does not a black man not have to represent this? I mean, seriously? I mean, there's no way. There's no way around that.
I would look at him and think, no, this guy doesn't need that money.
I mean,
I would look at your face. I said, I would look at your face and I would say, I don't think this guy needs that money. I wonder what he's up to.
I don't understand.
That's me. I mean, I would look at you, say you said of GoFundMe page, and I saw your picture, I'll think, no, this guy doesn't need that money. What is he? Is he a con artist?
I don't need the money. In fact, I don't like money. I hate money.
But yeah, a blackface would get it, get the ball rolling. And I think it's better if it's someone that's actually in the organization,
right?
As opposed to because I'm on the. I think Jim is on the outside, so to speak.
Right. I want to be a general on the field. I want to be a general on the field.
Yeah. So he's not part of the structure itself. I mean, legally.
Okay. Correct.
So because I mean, I know it's GoFundMe, but people look into those things as well, and
they do.
You let them look up your nose to see search everything.
I mean, that's the thing about this. When you put your name on a GoFundMe, it's a lot of critics there. They can sniff up your nose, like she said. And we need someone who's got a military background, maybe, and maybe somebody who has an MBA. I don't know who that person is. I swear I don't know who he is. But we need somebody like that to represent. And then we can all promote under that flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
No pressure,
Dr. No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah. Let's talk offline. It's not a problem for me.
Okay.
I think it's doable. Let's talk on that offline and then see how we can get things started.
And guess what? If you put a clause inside the GoFundMe page that says we can use some of the funds for shipping, guess what? We just solved that. Boom.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. We just we can just say, hey, you got something? Show me a picture. Send me a picture. And we verify it through their email, boom, we got the right people who are sending the right thing. You know what? We have the foundation money we can pull out from that, and we can start sending stuff.
Okay. I think at this point we'll continue this conversation offline, and everyone should get prepared for the opening of this foundation location. So I will announce the opening day so that we can all get going. But before we can do the opening, we need that place to be well set so that we can open it up for people to come in and experience the services from this youth and see what this youth can really offer. I don't believe in talking, I believe in doing. With that being said, from Africa, Nigeria precisely, I want to say, let me give all of you international hug.
Are you okay, Jim?
Your pepperoni wife is not here. He's not by your side, boy.
Yeah, we extend the hug to her as well.
Yes,
and the girls.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, good night. Bye.
Good night.